Mr. B XRP here, and welcome back. My God, I am in Central Florida, and it was near 30 degrees this morning. So if you could please send for help. We are just so not used to it. In South Florida, they were expecting the iguanas to start falling out of the trees. Once it gets in the 40s, they literally get into comas and fall out of the trees and pass out. But anyway, we will survive. So let's talk about the market. I've got a great video for you today. Exciting news, exciting ETF update. There's a scam alert out there I want you to know about. Crypto bill draft is out. We're going to talk about John Deaton. Big news for John Deaton as well. And let's roll right into it. So let's look at the market right now. Bitcoin is at $104,303. Ethereum's at $3,526. Tether's holding comfortably at $1, and XRP's at $2.44. So a little consolidation here in the last 12 to 18 hours, but XRP is still up 8.56% on the 7-day. I think it's leading the top 10, so still doing really, really well. And let's jump right into it. Oh, before we do, Watcher Guru had posted this. $1 trillion was added to the U.S. stock market yesterday, which is a big deal. So this is Crypto Darren, and if you don't know Crypto Darren, he's been in the XRP community since the beginning. I mean, he is definitely the class of 2017, if not sooner. But I want you to hear a little clip of what Darren was talking about yesterday, and I'm going to explain what happened.
On something that's happened to me, I have been hacked. Everything is gone. Now, this was due to a Trojan virus. You could see that, 100% down. This was, I think this is $10.
So he's not speaking loud enough, I think, for you to hear, but he was hacked, and I think he lost all of his crypto. He was in a cold storage wallet. I don't want to say what company it was. It doesn't matter. There was a Trojan virus that got into his computer, and where he made the mistake, unfortunately, which happens to a lot of people because they panic. And Crypto Darren is crypto native. He's been here forever. So I want you to know, if you're newer to digital assets, or if you're a seasoned veteran, this could happen to you. I know so many people that have been hacked and phished and scammed. He ended up putting in his seed word phrase in his computer because he thought that his wallet was asking for it. He lost everything, okay? So listen, I'm sorry, Darren. I feel for you, and he's not alone. So many people have had this happen. Folks, you need to understand something. Everybody thinks, oh, cold storage, I've got this special device. Listen, over the years, the people who have been hacked the most, in my opinion, are the people who are in their own cold storage. It's not the safest place to be. They lose their seed word phrase. They get Trojan horse like this. They get phished. Those are the #1 people that are being attacked. So you need to be careful out there, okay? And you guys hear me preaching. My sponsor is iTrustCapital. I'm telling you, premium custody account at iTrustCapital. Get yourself institutional grade custody. Get yourself a good night's sleep at night, okay? This is the way the institutions do it. Why wouldn't you want to do it the way the institutions do it? That's the way I've done it. I highly recommend iTrustCapital. If you're ready to start taking your crypto security seriously, I want you to visit iTrustCapital. I have a link in the description of this video. If you're a new customer, you'll get a $100 funding bonus, and you'll get institutional grade custody at no cost to you. You can't go to your exchange right now and say, I'd like to buy institutional grade custody. They won't offer it to you. Not available, okay? iTrustCapital, it's free. So I'm sorry, I'm pounding on this hard, but Darren is another example of why you need to protect yourself, and go do it today. Stop waiting. Hit the link in the description of my video. Go open up an iTrust account today, okay? Eleanor Terrett posted this yesterday. Excuse me. Senate committee has released a long-awaited bipartisan crypto market structure discussion draft. Guys, we're getting closer and closer to the clarity, the rules of the road, what Ripple and other of the quality players in the digital asset space have been pleading for years. We are so close. Now, look, one of the things that President Trump had talked about when he was running for president, and I think afterwards, was potentially no tax on American cryptos. And I have spoken to people that have spoken to people that are in United States government. And I don't think that's going to happen. So I've done some research. I don't think it's in this draft. If you're waiting for that to happen, I don't think it's going to happen. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think that's one of the things that they spoke about that probably won't happen. So just an FYI, let's keep our eyes out for more information on that. Okay, this is huge. Michael Branch, thank you so much, Michael, for sharing this with me. And guys, follow Michael Branch on Twitter. Canary Capital has cleared SEC delays and has confirmed the launch of its spot ETF, XRP ETF this Thursday, guys. And this came out by CoinGape had posted this. Now listen, I went to multiple other outlets and other people are reporting this as well. So I can't say with 100% accuracy, but it looks like Thursday, Canary Capital is going live. And why do we care about these spot ETFs? Here's the reason why. A spot ETF means that the company has to own the underlying asset. They're going to have to go to the market and buy XRP. Guys, all of these years, it's been retail speculation. It's been retail connecting the dots. It's over now. You don't have to connect the dots anymore. We were right. Yay, we were right. And now the institutions are here. Institutional money's coming. 70-year-olds, 75-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 65-year-olds that were afraid of digital assets, they're coming now because their brokers are going to tell them, hey, you should really invest in this now because now they can get paid. This is the big time, and it starts as early as this week. So I couldn't be more excited. I mean, look, we for those of us who've been here a long time, we've paid our dues. We've waited long enough. So this was shared by Digital Perspectives, and it is Paul Barron, who just is exceptional. Paul Barron does a great job. And he's actually speaking with Stephen McClurg at Canary Capital about the XRP ETF. So let's dip in and hear what he had to say.
When you look at the flow that we've seen with Solana, the BSOL, Bitwise did a great job getting that one out on the ground. And absolutely crazy numbers. One of the best performing ETFs that we've seen so far, especially in digital assets. How do you think these XRP ETFs will perform against that?
Yeah, I actually think that XRP will probably double what Solana did in its first week and even today, as far as volume and as far as total AUM. If you just even look at the market caps of the two tokens, XRP is about 50% higher than Solana. Yeah. But the difference is, and we experienced this with HBAR last week or 2 weeks ago now, the HBAR ETF experienced $70 million in inflows just in the first 3 days. And it's because it's really well known among institutional circles and enterprise investors. Yeah. So even though it's not a big retail product, it doesn't have a ton of volume, it's got the right kind of interest. And that's how XRP is. Solana is probably a little bit more of a retail token. XRP is much more of a financial services, enterprise, institutional token. And when you put that into an ETF, even though it's only 50% more market cap, it'll probably be 100% or 200% more inflows because of the institutional audience.
I mean, how great is that? Retail has loved XRP for a long time, and now institutional is going to love it even more. I could not be more excited, and we're here. It's happening right now. This was from CoinDesk Podcast Network. It said, crypto markets rally after Trump's 2000 tariff dividend proposal. XRP jumps 10% as 5 spot XRP ETFs. Well, the point here is the talk about the $2,000 tariff stipend to Americans really did push the markets up in the last 48 hours. So that's the point of that. John Deaton, a friend of the XRP community, a personal friend of mine. John Deaton is an awesome human being. John Deaton announced last night, that he's going to be running for senator again of Massachusetts. So please offer John your support. John is pro-crypto. John is pro-American. John is everything about, if you haven't read John's book, Food Stamp Warrior, if you haven't read it, get on Amazon and order it right now. okay? It's an amazing book, Food Stamp Warrior, John Deaton. It's his life story, and you will not believe what John's been through. I had to put that book down multiple times. I literally looked at my wife and said, I just can't. I got to walk away from this thing for a few minutes. It was overwhelming. So check out John's book. It's amazing. Support John for Senate. And John, you go for it. And this is actually John's, this is who John's going up against, Ed Markey. And this is Ed speaking about Bitcoin when he was on Capitol Hill. Have a listen.
So, Mr. Altenberg, could Bitcoin change its code to save substantial amounts of energy?
Well, Ethereum certainly did that, switch from proof of work to proof of stake. Whether or not Bitcoin itself can arrange to do that, that would remain to be seen, but it's certainly possible.
It is possible. So if it is possible, and it's more energy efficient, and it gets the same result, they can move in that direction and still achieve their economic goals. So this isn't an issue that is built into blockchains. It's an issue that has been built into Bitcoin, which is a difference. Right? It all depends upon how that company industry approaches
that company.
This issue.
He's so clueless.
Efficiency. All power plants are held to the same emissions standards. All trucks are held to the same emissions.
I'm not even going to go through the rest of this. He's just clueless. Guys, if you want somebody who's crypto-centric, crypto-native, crypto-supportive, John Deaton is your man. So look, that's it for this one, guys. I'm going to save this for the next video. I'm not a financial advisor. Listen, if you're still here, could you please hit subscribe? Could you please share my videos with anybody who you think might like them? And also hit the notifications button if you want to be notified when they become available. Not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Always do your own research. Don't forget about iTrustCapital. Use the link in the description. Protect yourself. Scammers are out there, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.